Hi, my name is Louise Daly and I am mum to Ameliya, who is 9. Aren't you? Yeah, and what were you doing the weekend? Where are you?
10.
What were you doing at the weekend? What were you doing? You got a trophy.
Dancing.
You were dancing, weren't you? You were doing hip hop, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you love it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for as long as I can remember, Ameliya has loved dancing. She's loved music. It's been a huge part of her life. From when I was carrying her even, she always used to react to music and was jumping around. So I knew she was always going to do music or love dancing. So when Ameliya was about 3 years old, I looked into kind of searching places to see if I could get her into doing some dancing, like Irish dancing or some sort of dancing, and a lot of places either didn't reply to me, based that we couldn't manage a child like that, or we wouldn't have the facilities for her to come. And that was very disheartening because they didn't know Ameliya. They didn't know whether she'd be able to do the class or not. They weren't even willing to give her a try. So we kind of left it off. I didn't do any more, and I just didn't research it. I didn't research looking anymore to see if there was anybody else who would take her. Then Ameliya started school, and all her friends were going to dancing, and yeah, you're in Meelick, aren't you? Yeah. And all her friends were going to dance classes and gymnastics and everything, and she had said, Ameliya, go to dancing, Mommy, Ameliya, go to dancing. So I was like, okay, look, maybe I'll reach out again, things might be different. And I must have reached out to probably about 6 or 7 schools. One school, like the same response again. No, sorry, we don't have any extra hands that would be able to facilitate Ameliya. We would need support if we took Ameliya in. I'm sorry. Only one school took Ameliya in and has taken her in with open arms, never questioned anything about Ameliya, just basically said, bring her along, we'll give it a shot, see how we get on. And Ameliya has been with that school for the last year and a half. And she did her first competition on the 22nd of February in Tralee, and they had a superstar section, which is for kids that have disabilities, that probably wouldn't be the same as the peers in their classes and stuff, but that they also get the opportunity to go out and dance on the floor and show what they actually can do to their ability, and every child will get a trophy at the end, which has been phenomenal and has brought on Ameliya's social skills so much. She went out and she danced on that floor and she interacted with all the other kids, and I suppose about the school that she is going to, all the parents, the teacher, who she calls Miss Cole, and all the kids have taken her no different. They go out on that floor and they play duck duck goose with her, they stretch her, and they love her the same way that I would. So I suppose we found a dance family as well as a family with DSL, and our own family. So Ameliya is surrounded by so much love. So I'm calling on the government to help provide support for schools so that kids like Ameliya can attend dance classes, and that they are able to do the same things that their peers are doing. They should be no different. If schools need supports, then they should be able to get it, like AIMS for a preschool, like SNAs for a primary school. That the initiative would be that if a dance school takes on a child with additional needs, that they will be granted something that they can bring on somebody for those extra hours for the kids. Yeah, it would be fantastic, and we are just very, very fortunate that Ameliya got into a fantastic school for dancing, which she loves, and there has never been a question about support and stuff. She treats her the exact same she would treat the other kids. She gets her stretched the same way. So yeah, every school that said they couldn't take Ameliya because they didn't have the supports, then maybe the government can give initiative to say if you take on a child that you will be able to provide a place for that child to have the social and interaction skills with our kids.